It just became that. I was talking to somebody about a book I never read, but I pretend to because I like to feel important. And I was just standing there, I was like, yeah, actually, Noam Chomsky's early stuff is much more... sorry, no, I just thought it was a lot more... No, I get it, we gotta go fight the nothing and get that bitch a name. Well, she's not a bitch, she's a child, I get it, she was dubbed from German to English, I get it, I'm on the page with you, I understand. No one understands her name anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it? But it's not just the physical stuff about getting older that really bothers me, it's the mental stuff. The week after I turned 30, I drunkenly impulse bought a rocking chair. And that is not what makes me feel old. No, it's not. No, not at all. I frequently eat prunes. I am regularly drinking bourbon while petting a cat. I get it. These are things that I enjoy. I understand. What bothered me is that while I was on Amazon.com, I don't know if you heard of it, but Amazon.com, and I was reading the description of like the pine, like and how the wood was made, and just how it was put together. I felt these words coming out of my mouth. Oh my God, that's lovely. That is quaint. Who the fuck am I? And when did it happen? I mean, I think it's hard for people in my generation to find an identity, because I'm right in between the Generation X and the millennials. I'm this middle area that didn't have a cell phone until halfway through college, and there was no social media, but I wasn't cool enough to look like Ethan Hawke, or whatever Generation X was all about. But I was seeing R-rated movies in the late 80s way too early. And it set up this weird expectation of goals that are really unrealistic. Like, number one, I have a goal that I can't wait to accomplish, which is I want to win the custody of my child in an arm wrestling competition. Sylvester Stallone, over the top. I also want to become a Kumite champion. Jean-Claude Van Damme, Bloodsport. I mean, also, you've seen his buns, right? They're like fantastic buns. I want those as well. I also want to never maintain healthy relationships. Bruce Willis, Die Hard. Actually, you know what? Strike that. I have accomplished one of those goals. You know, relationships are weird, and a lot of people get up here and talk about, hey, men are like this, or women are like this, or it's really for me because I'm trans, or you swear, and I can just describe dating in your 30s in one word. Hurting. Okay, we're now going to get to part 2, which we're going to get you ready for Chris Davis's test. Now, Chris is going to get up here and tell jokes dryly, probably with a little bit of wordplay and be sardonic, self-deprecating, and you're gonna sit here and be like, that's okay. But that's not what we want. We want fucking belly laughs. And you signed up, you saw the poster, there's your committed few that showed up tonight. So you are obligated to laugh when Chris tells a joke, whether it's good or bad. So we're gonna do this, we're gonna do a little example. I'm gonna do a dry joke, and it's going to be awful. And you are all going to laugh. You guys ready? Okay. I've got a friend who's in the military. Actually, we just lost him in Odessa. Actually, yeah, that was her name. He was blown up by an IUD. You're supposed to laugh. No matter how bad it is. That's the example. That's the game I set up. I told you I was going to tell you a bad joke. Right now, you're fucking up, and that's on you. Side note, Chris might also do side work, which is something you have to, like crowd work, side work. He's apparently going to polish glassware. God damn it, Barry. So you have to be ready for the crowd work. Okay. So we're going to do this. We're going to give it a little example. And you just have to go with it. Hey, what's your name?
Orion.
Orion? Where are you from?
Iowa.
Go fuck yourself. Some people are better at this than other people. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'm going to introduce a friend of mine. He's performing a piece called Ta-Nehisi Coates by Chris Davis.
This is a transcendent, artistic renaissance. So when I think about like an hour of stand-up, I was trying to figure out how to do it, because I wasn't sure. And I figured you probably need to start with a joke. And then you should probably end with a joke. And then maybe put some jokes in between. And if people laugh, you feel really good. Thank you. Thank you for laughing again. And if they don't laugh, you feel really bad. Thank you also for laughing. So if things are going really poorly in this show, and it is a small audience, okay, last night it was packed to the rafters. People were hanging off the rafters to be here, so just so you know. So if it starts to go very poorly, I will move over here to my left. Over here to my left is a stack of cards that contain what we call comedy gold. This comedy that is so good, it's impossible not to laugh at. If things also start to go very poorly, I'll move over here to my right and probably have a drink or a shot. If things are going really bad, I'll just do the shot. Or if things are also going well, I might still go over there and do the shot to reward myself. But you will not know the difference. Only I know the truth. Chinchilla coats. So I just found out about them. I was researching some animal cruelty recently, and it's really horrific stuff. Chinchilla, I don't know if you know what a chinchilla is. They're really cute. They're like a little they're like a gerbil, and they're like a gerbil, but 10 times cuter than a gerbil. They're super cute, and they have chinchilla big eyes, and they have chinchilla little ears, and they're really, really cute. This is where it gets hard. So they make coats out of them. I have one right here. This was made from blue chinchillas, which are exceedingly rare. Only found in the Arctic, actually. And basically, in order to make one coat, you have to kill 100 chinchillas. Yeah, I know. Unless the coat's a little bit longer, then it'd be like 110 or 120. I mean, if it's a vest, you can get away with like 50, really. But it depends on the size. But basically, it's usually 100. Let's say it's 100 chinchillas per coat. I mean, imagine that. This is so sad. That's like a whole family of chinchillas. That's like chinchilla grandmothers, a whole extent of chinchilla cousins, chinchilla son-in-law, chinchilla probably more cousins because there's always a lot of cousins, and chinchilla fathers, mothers. I mean, a whole family just sort of tied together in one coat. It's a horrific thing, and whoever has to kill all these chinchillas, they're probably traumatized too, because they have to kill something so cute 100 times over and over. And so this guy that has to do it, or like a woman too. Women can do animal cruelty as well these days. They can do anything they want, and they have to kill a fucking 100 chinchillas. You can imagine that would go on like 100 times. I'm just trying to make one coat right now too. I mean, that's like exhausting work. And so they probably have to make 100 coats a day because it's a factory. I mean, and I'm not really good at math, but that's 10,000 chinchillas that you're killing every day of your life. You're waking up, you're driving to work, you're going, oh my God, I have to go out there and kill 10,000 chinchillas. I just did that. Yes, that was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then you take the weekend probably just to decompress. It's a horrific thing. It really is a horrible thing. And they're so cute too. They're so cute. I mean, really, and so I just feel bad for them, But I don't know. I'm not. Sorry, I forgot my joke. But also, I was looking online, and so Facebook found out that I was looking up chinchilla coats. And so fucking Facebook, I'm scrolling through the newsfeed, reading, things about Father's Day and how everyone has a great relationship with their father, and see pictures of their fucking father, and they're at the beach with their fucking father, and doing all these things that I imagine are really nice things, beautiful things. I'm like, that's really great. I hate Father's Day. Anyway, and so I'm reading through it, and I see, a chinchilla coat right there. It's a chinchilla coat, and I look at it, I'm like, they're trying to sell me chinchilla coats now. Facebook thinks I want to buy. I have to admit, they do look good. I mean, they look really good. They're really nice. They actually have this sort of black band and silver. I mean, they look good, and they cost $40,000 for one coat. And that's how much this was. You just even do this show. I did that without grant money, nothing. No one supported me. This is me. $40,000 blue chinchilla jacket. I mean, I'm not really good at math, but that's $400 per chinchilla. That's exceedingly expensive. Look it. You can go to the store, go to any pet store, you can pick up a chinchilla for like $5. If you go on Tuesdays, it's like 2 for 1. You get 2 chinchillas for 1. I mean, you can make a coat for just a couple $100 at your home. Just go home, bang it out. You're done. You got yourself a condo, $40,000, and you just DIY that. You can see it on YouTube. It's not even that hard. They'll show you exactly how to do it. I mean, you can make your own coat. I'm not gonna buy a chinchilla. No, I'm gonna buy 100. I'm gonna make a coat. Chinchillas. All right, I'm gonna go over here now. No, it's just like it didn't end the way I wanted to. Well, if you look at the TV when it's off, you'll see yourself in the reflection, except it's this really boring show with an unattractive actor in a shitty apartment that gets canceled after 1 season, and no one watches it ever but you. That never happened to me, though. If you take the word justice, it's a compound word, and you can separate it. It says just ice. Not funny. That's not funny. You were tricked into that. They say each snowflake is shit. They say each snowflake is unique, but that's been scientifically proven to be false. It has been scientifically proven to be false. They used to think masturbation was a serious sin for a long time, and now they say it's really good for you. I just get all these conflicting emotions. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I just need a drink after this. I don't know which one-liners are on there too. It's always random. And some of them I really like, some I really don't like at all. Oh, so the other day I was walking down the avenue. You know the avenue. There's the avenue, so I'm walking down the avenue, just thinking about this traumatic chinchilla story that I just heard. And I'm walking down there's this guy, this is true, 10:30 p.m. Monday, I'd come from a Sixers game. There's a guy standing there and he's like, hey yo, you wanna buy a Yorkie? You want to buy a Yorkie? I'm like, what the fuck? It's 10:30 p.m. It's dark out. I can't even see the Yorkie. It's like nighttime. Like, where's he? Oh, yeah. And then I look down. There's this little Yorkie. It's down there. It's all like quivering, because they shake. They like vibrate constantly. Like, I'm a Yorkie. I can't stop shaking. And there's like wind gusts. And it was raining too. And the Yorkie's, it's shivering. I think I have to save this fucking Yorkie. I gotta buy it. And the guy's like, I want $30 for that. $30? That's outrageous. I look at him. The guy's wearing a chinchilla coat. I couldn't believe it. He actually has a fucking coat. I'm like, dude, you can afford a coat. I'm not buying it. He's clearly a con man. You want a chinchilla coat trying to say he's a con man. And then I said, I'm not buying that. He's like, oh, I'm going to get you. I'm going to find you one day. I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. Whatever. I felt bad for the Yorkie that I went home. And I was, trying to go to sleep. And then I was like thinking about all these things the Yorkie and I could do. We could have hung out together, watched the TV together, in that shitty apartment, and done little Yorkie dance together, eat spaghetti together, Yorkie things, I don't know. And then I woke up, and next to me, it was a chinchilla. I couldn't believe it came out of nowhere, so I saw it just, 99 to go. I got 1 down. I just get 99, I'm gonna get a fucking coat. People love dogs. I don't know, does anyone have a dog here? I know. Ian is actually going to be referenced in this show a lot, so I want to point out, once I start using him, he's actually sitting right there. He's going to be totally mortified at this. But it's not yet, it's the next joke after this. He has a dog. Anyone else have a dog? Yeah, real, right. Yeah, dogs, and people love dogs, and dogs are so amazing. They're amazing creatures. I think also they kind of fill this sort of big loneliness that people have, this sort of gaping loneliness, and they can fill it for 12 years or 15 years, so my dog Calvin, 15 years, and then they die. But then you can just get another one, because there's a bazillion dogs out there. There's never a lack of dogs. You're never worried about going to the SPCA. Oh yeah, we're all out of dogs. Got none in the SPCA. That's never ever going to happen. You can get a dog like that. We can go out tonight and get a dog. It's no problem. They're all out there, so you don't have to worry about that. They just feel this gaping. And a dog loves you so much. It's amazing. A dog, if you're lying down in a pool of your own vomit. So you vomited because you've been drinking too much. And you're like, oh God, it's life. And then your dog will come over and look at you. It doesn't judge you. It's not like, hey, why did you do that? Why did you drink it? Nothing. Silently, it will go over and just eat up that vomit. It'll just eat up that fucking vomit. It's amazing. They don't even think. Now that's fucking love. If that's not love, that's some kind of love. Even one time I vomited, and I turned to my friend Ian. I was like, Ian, you gonna clean this up? He didn't do nothing. People won't eat your own vomit for you. Even also chinchillas are known to eat vomit. You get 100 of them, they'll just clean up the whole fucking floor. That's fucking amazing. And it, like, you know, those dogs are so special, and they feel this loneliness. And also, I think probably alcohol does too. Just take a sip there. There's just something so hopeful when you day drink. When you start out day drinking, it always sounds like it's a really responsible thing. Like you're doing something right. Like it's a noble activity. Like I might call up my friend Ian, who's over there, and I'm like, Ian, yo, what's up? What are you doing today? It's like sad. It's like Wednesday. He's like, nothing. I was like, hey, you want to do some day drinking? And he's like, I don't know. And then you look out, and this is a fucked up mentality of an alcoholic. You look outside the window, and you're like, my God, it is a beautiful day out there. There's not a cloud in the sky. I'm gonna get so fucked up tonight. I'm gonna fucking start drinking. This day is so beautiful. I'm getting wasted. I'm not gonna remember ever seeing this. And they get excited, and you're like, yeah, day drinking. We'll start early. We'll end early. That's always the mentality. It's like, yeah, I gotta get this out of the way. I gotta get my 5-hour drinking session, get that out of the way. Then I'll continue on my day. Run some errands or something. Like we're all drunk trying to go to the bank. The bank's been closed for 2 hours. It doesn't make any sense, and it always ends that way. So you drink the day. You're so hopeful, and then like 5 o'clock comes around. Everyone starts leaving their work. All these businesses, they're all their suits and stuff. You're like, okay, yeah, I'm having so much fun here. These losers, they're all serious and sober, and they're doing stuff. And then you go to the happy hour because the happy hour comes around, and the happy hour. No one has ever been happy at a happy hour. I mean, happy hour. People like me go to happy hours. You go to a happy hour. I'm never happy when I'm there to drink at 5 p.m. Like, yeah, this is great. What a great day. I'm going to start drinking right at 5. 5 p.m. Like, I'm happy about the discounts. That's the only thing I'm happy about. Yeah, this $2 up. This is really great. This will allow me to buy more beer. I'm not saving money. I'm acquiring more alcohol. It's not how it works, right? I mean, I guess it's an economic boom. I understand why they exist and all those things. But the happy hour, I can't remember the end of this joke. Oh yeah, so it's like when you first start drinking alone. When you drink the very first time you drink alone, you might be like, this is so much fun. You got your 6-pack, you're like, I'm just chilling. I don't need people. I got my teeth. I don't need to go out. I'm having fun at home. I'm having fun at home alone. I'm drinking. You got your like little Yorkie dancing there. You're like, I don't fucking need anything. I'm dancing like, yeah, this is awesome. I don't need people. I'm keeping it cheap. I'm gonna keep it cheap, keep it home. And it's so exciting. You're like, I'm wasted. I'm alone. Oh yeah. I mean, it really is. It feels great. And that's the first time. And then every other time you do it, it's never ever like that again. You just spend the rest of your life remembering, like, man, I was so happy back then. Drinking alone that first time, whoa, that was just so exciting. You just try to get back to it, you're just sitting on your couch, and your couch just gets older and older, and time goes by, the Phillies keep losing, and you're fucking like, I need to get a job. So I've been sleeping with my pillow a lot lately. Does anyone here sleep with their pillow? I mean, everyone has a pillow, right? Yes, a rhetorical question. But so, my pillow, I named it Agnes because I couldn't think of another name. I like that kind of classic name, Agnes. It's a classy pillow, if I do say myself. And so we were so the other day we were cuddling, right? I'm cuddling basically, and Agnes is there, and I don't know. I just did it. I tried a new move. I was like, I'm gonna try a new move. I've never done this before. I'd never done it before. It's the first time I'd ever tried it. I was like, I'm gonna try to see what Agnes thinks. I just did it. I was like, oh my God, that's so crazy. I just did that new move. It was a new move. And Agnes, nothing. Just no response at all. I couldn't believe it. And so I'm like, Agnes! I was like, Agnes! And nothing, lifeless. I'm like, Agnes, I love you. And just no response at all. And I'm like, oh, Agnes, get out of here. I just threw Agnes across the room. I was like, get out of here. I never want to see you again, Agnes. Go home. So get out of here. I don't want to ever see you again. I'm going to go drink. I was like, oh, man, what do I do? That's the only pillow. You're the only pillow I have, though. So it's like, I'm the only pillow I have. I got to fucking put Agnes back. This happens. That's like every night, though, with us. You know how it is. You know Agnes and I. Okay. In high school, I used to have a lot of phone sex until I got an ear infection. Okay. I really love girls in the 90s. Sometimes 100 is okay, too. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with loving old people? That chick is not, this is the thing, it's not even sexual. It's about loving older people. Sometimes I can't believe how needy people are, and then I cry. Okay. There's something about hearing your favorite song in a supermarket that makes you hate yourself. You're like, oh, I'm generic too. I always feel like shopping carts are secretly trying to escape, and they go on these adventures through brightly lit hallways of splendor, only to be returned to their stables. But when I see one under I-95 near the basketball courts with a broken hoop, I'm so happy, like, there's one that got away. I always thought swingers were people that just really love to swing on swing sets, so I was confused last week when I went to this party until I found the swing. Man, you knew that party. You remember that? That was wild. That was crazy. Wow. Oh, so whenever I'm sad, I eat a lot of beef. I love beef, and beef feels like, people have dogs, I eat beef, so we're all different. So I go to Shake Shack, the Five Guys, I go there, and so, if you see me eating a burger, I know I look happy. I know I look really happy. It tastes really good, but inside I'm not. Inside I'm just raw, bleeding, tender, bloody, rare. So I imagine if I had a stalker, the stalker would become increasingly bored with my life. And so the stalker would be like, all right, we got him. We finally found him. He's on the bench, he's on the bench. He's on the bench, he's sitting on the bench. And 5 hours went by. He went to the other bench. He just moved to another bench at the park. And then in other days, he's going to the library. We'll probably be in there for 5 to 6 hours from now. And the stalker's like, I can't do this. I can't stalk this guy anymore. This is just so boring. And then that moment happens, in the film, hey, you've been following me around. He's like, whoa, man, I'm just trying to go to work. I was like, no, you've been following me around. You're the stalker. You've been following me. He's like, yo, leave me alone. I'm just trying to go to work. And then I realized, I'm the stalker. It was me stalking him. It's like the M. Night Shyamalan twist. And then I looked at the guy and I'm like, oh my God, that's M. Night Shyamalan. I was stalking fucking M. Night Shyamalan. I couldn't believe it. And he's just run away from me in a chinchilla coat. I was like, that's so fucking weird. M. Night Shyamalan. That was actually really good. I felt really good about that. Let's see. I kind of moved my configuration around a little bit. Okay. So I've noticed that a lot of homeless people have nicknames, and children. I'm not going to talk about the former for a moment, but when you're homeless, it's where you actually do kind of quickly get a nickname on the street. You get a handle, okay? You do. It's one of the things you get really quickly. Also on the Appalachian Trail, which is really strange. Everyone there gets a nickname. I don't know how that works, but it's like the moving homeless. This is really different. This is like sedentary homeless, not homeless that move through the mountains. Those are a whole different type of homeless people. They're really cool too. Anyway, so there's this one guy in Fairmount Park, and his name is Spider. And that's his real name. I was like, oh my God, it's the coolest fucking name. I said, excuse me, sir, what is your name? He said, my name is Spider. I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. Can I have your nickname too? Or maybe I could be a lizard or some other animal thing. Let's do something. He's like, no. And he wouldn't give me Spider or anything. He wouldn't even give me a nickname because you can't make your own nickname. Fucking LeBron James, by the way, made his own. I'm going to just point this out. And I hate him. He's playing tonight. And he made his own fucking nickname. That's not allowed in the nickname rule. You can't make your own nickname. Someone has to give it to you. There's this kid in elementary school, his name's Andy, and he would give people nicknames. And my nickname when I was a kid was Measles, because I have so many freckles. And I was honored. Anything this kid said, he actually was one kid, he would just sit on the playground bars. He didn't exercise, he didn't do anything with us, and one day he'd be like, come over here. He had a really deep voice, he was like, you are Measles. Thank you. I was so proud of it. Whenever I tell that people think it's something like, oh my God, you were probably so traumatized, calling you because of freckles. No, I was proud. I was really proud. I even invented a whole dance move. It's called the measles slide. Going like this, it's real simple. So you just keep, go to the side, and this is something anyone can do. It's not like you have to be special, even Spider can do this shit. Do the measles slide. So I did that. I was so cool. Anyway, so I'm back to Spider, and I'm like, Spider, why do they call you Spider? And his answer, this great answer, he said, because. Okay, but why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have that name, Spider? Because. But why do you have I love that answer to any question. He's like, excuse me, sir, why did you just murder that man? Because. I'm like, why are you living in a van destitute down by the river? Because. Why is this joke not funny? Because. It's not. You don't even have to say it's not. You can raise the argument. It's just because. It's great, it really answers, because there's a myriad of things behind any single reason. So because answers all of it. So, my mom has been asking me a lot recently, Chris, why are you single? You know, she's getting worried. I'm 34 now, and she's worried about grandchildren and stuff. She's getting that anxiety that happens in mothers. She's like really starting to, she's starting to freak out. She's having that, there's a period of time where where I think women, they want babies, like they get very excited to. I don't know if you agree, there's like a time. All my female friends tell me, they're like, I don't know, it just occurs. And this is like the second time. Like this is now occurring for her now, where she really wants grandchildren. All of a sudden, I don't know what's happening. Like she's becoming very focused on it. I'm like, Mom, relax. Mom, maybe if you didn't shop at Kohl's all the time, maybe I'd have some nice clothes and stuff. I look like a fucking dress from 1987. I mean, you could go to the Banana Republic or the Outfitter Urbans or something. Maybe I could get some ladies, Mom. Okay, I don't even want to talk about this, man. I'm going to my room, okay? This is ridiculous. Jeez. So I go to my room and I'm like, turn on my TV and I'm all upset. I have an antenna and I'm trying to get some channels and I'm adjusting. I don't know if you have an antenna. People still have antennas. The antenna, the ultimate antenna position is just like this. Like this is gonna get you your CBS. This is gonna get you your NBC. This is gonna get your ABC. This is gonna get you your Fox. But if you want PBS, you have to try something really different. PBS is an extremely weak intellectual signal that you have to start adjusting over and over again to get the PBS. It's really hard, and so like I've tried all sorts of adjustments. Even this one sparked once, like straight down, like it's crazy. And you try these like abstract moves that you didn't even know existed. Like, has anyone even put antennas like this before? Has this adjustment ever occurred? And then all of a sudden you get it, you're like, oh, I got this signal. I'm like, Agnes, look, I got the fucking signal. I fucking got it. We're watching the PBS. It's the thing about the chinchillas. They're so cute. We're watching this thing about, chinchilla coats and how they're really good for chinchillas. And it doesn't make any sense. And I got the signal, Agnes. I'm so happy. And I sort of think of that as like a metaphor for all of my relationships, where it's basically like it starts out, we're like, yeah, I got the signal. Yeah, that's right. You love this, remember? And then like months go by, and then like I'm like, I try the same configuration, like, yeah, remember this? You love this. And they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, when we first met, you got this signal. Like, and then I start changing it. They're like, well, can you just stop? Can you stop? And I'm like, no, wait, look, I can do this. I can do this. They're like, please, you're freaking me out right now. I'm like, no, look, let's just do it. Like, I have all the abilities here. I was just trying to recapture that signal. It is actually kind of sad, it's fucking sad. But relationships are hard. They really are hard. Not even going over there yet. So I have this thing where I carry a lucky condom around with me. Now, when I call it lucky condom, but what that actually means is the opposite. It means that nothing is going to happen at all in the conceivable future. So it's the opposite of lucky condom. I just call it lucky because I carry it around. But really, it's like this horrible system that doesn't reward itself, this perverse system, because basically it really means nothing is happening in my life. But Lucky Condom and I mean, we go everywhere. I got them in my pocket. We go out. We go to the mall. Might go to the Kohl's with Mom. Go to Cambodian food. You name it. Lucky Condom and I. He's there. He's right there. He's right there right now. But he's right there right now. You can even see him right there. And one thing you have to be really careful about Lucky Condom is never pull him out in public. Because sometimes I'm trying to get change out and stuff like that. They're like, I think I have exact change. Yeah, hold on a second. I got it. Oh, I'm sorry. And they're like, oh my God. It's never the reaction I hope, which is saying like, oh my, he is so responsible. He is prepared at a moment's notice to fuck anything. I mean, it's like, that's not really, this is the man. No, it's never that. It's like, oh, sir, this guy is a pervert here. He's waving around his lucky condom. He's throwing his lucky condom around. He's got to get out. Security. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Here's 55 cents. All right, I gotta go. And so don't ever pull out your lucky condom. This only happens to me like 5 times. But basically, it really never worked. It's like, it's so embarrassing. But, then it gets all squished up in there and stuff. And, the years go by. Rainstorms, you name it, goes through the wash, like 7 times. It's still there though, still in this little cellophane, like, I'm gonna make it. And it's waiting for, it's like, I will be there that day. And it'll do anything, it's protected by that thin cellophane. The damn things really are indestructible. I mean, you can throw it against you name it, the thing's just in there. And then one day it happens, you're like, oh my God. You're like, oh, it's still there. Lucky condom's still there. You're like, yeah, this is so exciting, this is happening. You open it up, and it's gone. It's empty. There's nothing inside, it's just an empty condom wrapper that you've been carrying around for 34 years. Oh my God, and you must have slithered away in the middle of the night, probably going on lucky condom adventures somewhere. I don't know, I mean traveling or going places, you can't just stay inside someone, you're just so, goes up, I can't go get to I put needles in haystacks for fun. Sometimes I sit on plaid couches with a plaid shirt so I can disappear. If you think you're lonely now, just wait till you're 60. Some people call people feminazis. That's not fair. Nazis didn't believe that stuff. Yeah. There's this really awkward part when a septic driver stops to pick up someone in a wheelchair. Everyone on the bus gives out this silent groans and stuff, like, here we go again, wheelchair. And the person in the wheelchair always comes on with like, fuck you, I'm in a wheelchair attitude. That's true though, no one's ever, you think people would be a little bit nicer to the person in the wheelchair who's suffered all their life. Instead they're like, oh. I mean, especially when you're in like the morning bus and you're trying to make a 9 a.m. to your work and like, oh God, that ramp's going down. Literally, it takes fucking 10 minutes to get that fucking ramp down. The person comes on, they're never going to work. I mean, I'm not a, it's not like they're never fucking going to work. I don't know where they're going. Yeah, I know, that was wrong. So whenever I have problems in relationships, another thing I like to do is just start throwing money at it. I mean, not physically money, but wait a second. Just for a second. No, I'm not talking about that type of relationship. I'm talking about like going out, like we're like, yeah, let's go out, let's go to a restaurant, let's eat some burgers or something, let's do stuff. Like, I'm actually just depressed, but I'm like, oh, the money will fix it. The money will, yeah, I'll just spend a lot of money and everything will be fine. And then like thousands of dollars later, I'm like, wow, everything's still fucked up. Who would have thought? I mean, I thought money fixed everything. I mean, even though we know money is like the most evil, fucking insidious thing in our entire lives and controls our entire lives, somehow we think if we have a lot of it, everything is solved. It's an amazing thing. And so that's like our relationship. Like you have to give me money. Like after the show, like you have to give me like a bunch of like all your money, everything. And that's the only way to make this relationship work. So at the end of the show, give me all your money. I'll be there at the door. So a lot of white people have been asking me to go rock climbing lately. I'm like, what's going on? Did someone find a new mountain or something? It's like, what's no? But and they're like, last week 4 different white people asked me to go rock climbing in 3 days. That means in one day, 2 white people asked me to go. Now, or they just all asked me in one day. You don't really know the duration, but basically they're asking me to go rock climbing. What's going on? Why do these white people need it? What are they? Then I started thinking about it. I was like, everyone does need a challenge. And in my life, I was thinking of myself. I'm like, basically for me, I go to a store. I never have a problem. The customer service is always impeccable. And I have no security is around me. Like, excuse me, sir, you've been following me around for like 45 minutes. This has never happened in my life. And this actually does happen to people. And I could actually pick something up in the store, like, hey, I'm gonna steal this, sir. I got this chinchilla here, I'm heading out. I'm gonna steal this thing. And you'd be like, all right, have a nice day, sir. Like, I didn't pay for this at all. I'm just gonna steal this. I'm trying to make a coat. And they're like, yeah, have a nice day. And like, I can do anything. I've never even been sexually harassed on the street in my life, ever. And I've got these skinny jeans on. I mean, come on, What the hell? But no, nothing. And like a lot of my female friends often post on Facebook about things that people say on the street, especially in Philadelphia. And I was like, this fucking asshole said this. And I'm always wondering, I actually don't know what they say, because every time I'm out, even with anyone, I never hear anything. And so I know it always happens when I am not there. So I actually don't know what they're saying. I'm trying to like imagine myself, like, what the fuck do these guys even say? I was like, how would I even do this? Like, hey, good looking. Are you going out this evening? I mean, hey there, toots. How about we go get some margaritas? I mean, so if I try to catcall, I'll be like a guy in like 1952, essentially, like trying to look out there, like, hey, why don't we go to the suburbs and buy a house and have a car and have 2.5 children and die together? That's like the rest of my family. But I don't, anyway, these white people, they love rock climbing, and like I was thinking also, it's because the gear, there's so many fucking things you got. You can't just go rock climbing with your hands. That's way too simple. You gotta buy like a fucking, I don't know, a chipper, and a strapper, and like some ropey pulleys, and like some other fucking things. Like it's like there's literally like 1,000, and they're all different colors, like very bright too. You know, there's the orange. You like the neon orange? Would you like the neon? Would you like the neon blue here? We got also a neon white, and like literally every fucking thing they have is neon. It's just a bright neon rainbow. And the white people are like, oh my god, it's beautiful. I just gotta get that. Like, people will see me from miles around. They can see me from the sun. It's like those bicyclists you always see. Like, sir, your pants are on fire. They're on hot pink fire right now. Like just like you can see. I saw you from a mile away. I saw you 2 miles away coming. Just a bright neon radiation beam traveling. I always wonder those guys in the supermarkets that always wear their bike helmets as they just go through. They're just like getting their onions and stuff. It's always so mundane. But like, sir, you got a helmet on your fucking head. You know, the helmet. There's a helmet on your head right now. It's on your head, but they always just act like, nah, no big deal. I don't have to take it off. I mean, do they ever take it off? They just go to bed. They're like, oh yeah, I'll just keep it on. It'll save me some time in the morning. I'm like, oh, I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous. And anyway, these white people rock them. But anyway, I'm not gonna. As that joke. Oh, so I went on a date recently. It was really good. It went really well. No, I actually didn't really go. It was like pretty bad. It was pretty awful. But anyway, I was on this date. I was really excited. You know, it had been 34 years, so I was like, oh my god, this is so exciting. I'm on this date. And then she started talking about all these awful things that white men have done through the history of the world. Like really horrible things. Like atrociously bad things. And I was appalled. I was disgusted by what I heard. And I was just, I had to go to the bathroom all of a sudden. So I went to the bathroom, and then I looked in the mirror. I was like, oh my god. Oh shit. Oh shit. So I went back and I sat down and I was like, listen, I did that. I did all that horrible stuff you said. And that was me. She's like, yeah, you really did that? Yeah. I don't know. I was white. I was bored. I was white and I was bored. So you really subjugate an entire continent of people? Yeah. Yeah. And I don't think this is going to work out.